Okay, so I have to say, blessings to all those that are less fortunate. I've always considered myself to be the luckiest man in the world, and I still do every single day. Lucky to be here, lucky to be surrounded by the people I'm surrounded by. It doesn't matter about my health. I'll be here as long as I'm supposed to be here. But I look at all the war that's happening around the world, and I understand that it's being caused by individuals. These are not wars of territory or wars of economics. They're wars of glory for just individual people. Um, you look at Christmas in North Korea, where people are starving to death. I remember videos of people just laying in the street, people just walking by without a second glance down of someone who is starved to death. While that fat little slob eats caviar and orders cognac and shit like that from around the world, flown in on private jets. Yeah, he's the kind of person this world could do without. Um, I see Vladimir Putin in Russia trying to recreate the Soviet Union for his glory, because in his mind, you see these men, the Stalins, the Gaddafis, the Trumps, the Putins, the Uns, the Erdogans, these men in the world who want power. They want power, not to lead and to help and to aid others, but to have power and control. They are the ones that make this world suffer so badly. And this is why I'm a proponent of education. The more educated everyone in the world is, the less these guys can get away with. Democracy is something so precious. And, these Kim Jong Un, his daughter, or whoever is going to inherit all the power in North Korea, the North Koreans are never going to know the truth, other than the people that are getting like USB hard drives flown in on balloons, things like that. The majority of them are going to be crying and weeping for the supreme leader because they love him so much, and it's disgusting to see it. It is the most evil of evils. But my Christmas message this year to all of those men is that you will get away with nothing. This place is an optical conclusion. It is a persistent, imagined existence. The information, the uncollapsed, waves that come from some infinite point that we collapse as observers to create our reality. I can tell you that I've understood it since I died, that this place is not the real place where all eternity you will live. This is just such a short, instantaneous little snap in time space. Just the time here is so short. The older I get, the more it seems it's shorter all the time. These men will escape nothing. The deaths and the destruction that they have caused, they will suffer to every single degree that they caused. And this is what gets me through life, is knowing that Kim Jong-un is going to starve to death in pain and suffering 1,000,000 times. Vladimir Putin is going to be raped and murdered in front of parents, and he's also going to be the parent watching the child murdered, and he will be the child watching the parents raped and murdered. He will suffer every bit of pain and suffering that he's brought to this world. The majority of us are absolutely pure beings compared to these men, because this is who and what they chose to be. This is really truly who they are. This is who and what they are, because it's what they chose to be. They will escape nothing. I promise you that, okay? They will escape nothing. All of those who are causing so many issues and problems and hate and separation and the starving and the murder and the death and the war and the destruction, the lies that are told to us to promote war, the money that's wasted buying stealth bombers instead of feeding or housing the homeless. You know, if we just didn't build any stealth bombers, how many homeless people we could house? We could literally buy them all homes. Every fucking homeless person in America, we could buy them a little house, give them a car. It's horrifying to see that and think of that as the truth. But the most horrifying thing is it is the truth. Okay? Those men who have profited from that behavior, they will also suffer. They won't escape. Everything is tied together, hooked together. We're all one. Okay? They will escape nothing. So that's my message for Christmas this year. It's not very cheery for them, I can tell you. None of us are perfect. This is why we have police and religion and all those things. But the reason we have military is because there are people and men all throughout all of human history, since the first guy looked into a puddle of water and said, "That's me." There's been men who wanted to control other men. Not to be sexist, women too. They will escape nothing. They have escaped nothing. Okay? They will escape nothing. I want you to remember that when you see the wars in Gaza, the war in Ukraine, World War II, Vietnam, the Peloponnesian Wars, whatever. They will escape nothing. The religious men of this world who poured lead down people's throats to get them to confess that they were witches, they will escape nothing. Okay, evil escapes nothing. This place it creates individual trillions upon untold trillions of personal experiences and messages and lessons that are all different from every other one. So there are going to be beautiful as well as horrifying lessons learned. There will be rewards. You will get to see every time you've helped an individual, every time you've done the smallest little thing, you've battled these evil men, these evil beings throughout history. It is the tiny little bit of effort that you put out to help. I want you to know that, okay? This is what I suggest you do for the new year. You take $20. You give it to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, because that's my favorite charity. And you have done more for this world with that $20 than Vladimir Putin has done for an entire country of people. You've done more good. You've benefited the earth and left more positive information here than any of these powerful men, okay? It's the following through with the effort of doing it that is important, because it changes you, okay? So, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.